Today we're going to review a beer from Treehouse. If that's your thing, great, stick along. We're just hacking it in the backyard here. B-double-E-double-R review, beer review. 2, 3.
B-double-E-double-R review, beer review.
Good. That was good. So this is Juice Project with Citra and Galaxy. We've had several of the Juice Projects already. Very iconic Treehouse New England style IPA. Just a juice bomb of an IPA, generally speaking. Finished all the errands, finished all the yard work. Just finished up a fire here. We got some wings smoking in the background, and it's a perfect day. Damn it, I deserve this beer.
Getting thirsty.
Yep. You've met Mike before on some of the past episodes. We're going to give you a quick review, initial thoughts, what it's all about. We live fairly close to Treehouse Brewery, and it's unique in the fact that there's a huge following for Treehouse nationwide, worldwide, but they don't distribute. So there's a secret underground world of craft beer. Treehouse is really sought after, and people ship it privately from peer to peer. They're one of the frontiers of the New England IPA movement, really, and they've just grown. They've got like 4 or 5 locations now.
I think despite not distributing, they are now the second biggest brewer in Massachusetts after Sam Adams.
Exactly. For better or worse, I drink it all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
So
when he's not hiking or working on bikes, he's drinking beer. So Treehouse has a lot of New England style IPAs, and they have among them their flagship beers. Julius, Green, Alter Ego, some of the ones that are more popular. But what's so cool about these Juice Project is that it's essentially an experimental series of beer that Treehouse does, where they are working with different groupings or different collections of hops, and trying to get the right amount of taste to enhance them, the right fruits. So what's great about this whole series is that every week they're putting out different combinations of hops in these Juice Project cans, and they are, you pay a little bit more premium on them, but they are fantastic. And we were just commenting the other day that every time we try one of these, it's sort of like trying Treehouse for the first time.
Yeah, it just is getting better and better, I feel like. And honestly, one of my favorite parts on these is just the can art. I mean, just super cool. I mean, you really got to nerd out about beer to care about that, I guess. But if you're going to pay big bucks for it, at least you're getting the whole experience here. Right. So, initial thoughts. What are you expecting here?
I'm obviously expecting your typical Treehouse IPA. Again, New England style, heavy on the fruit, certainly on the front, and a good hop medley on the back, usually. Even when in their hoppiest beers that they came out with, when they use a lot of dry hopping, to me it doesn't seem like it's overpowering like some other IPAs I've had New England style. I do expect it to be very well balanced because that is Treehouse's thing. That's what sets them apart. They don't often make mistakes or misstep. At least I haven't had too many.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, I know my wife doesn't really like beer, but she loves Treehouse.
Yeah,
Which is funny.
This might be the first time I've drank a whole beer because I'm not at my house. I always have to share a little bit with my wife. So.
Yeah. All right. So initial impressions here. You want to?
Let's do it. Let's pour it out. I will say, although I'm being careful with the pour, this is a very small head, even as far as Treehouse beers go.
That's what she said.
Hey, nice.
Wow, very opaque, very cloudy, very small head.
I never pour the last sip of these.
I love it. It's good for you.
It is good for you, but it's like there's the taste of the beer, and then that last sip is just like...
Try it?
Yeah.
It's funny, it doesn't have much of a smell. It's probably because it doesn't have as much head as other...
Yeah. I'm getting orange juice.
Pineapple, beer snob. No, I always get a little bit of that Sunny D. It reminds me of a kid a little bit. I mean, it's all juice. I got
so good.
It's wicked smooth. I'm getting all
so
juice to start. There's barely any for me. There's no hop kick really at the end.
Lingers a little bit, but super balanced, smooth. A little sweet, a little bitterness. It tastes like that from the 90s at Five Alive. You ever had that?
Barely. I
No?
vaguely remember it.
They didn't even make it anymore, I don't think.
It's funny though. You can pick out the Galaxy hops. We had a beer recently. Greater Good. Also, it was Dry Hop Galaxy. I'm guessing that's what they've done here. That was almost overpowering. There was a lot more of that hop in the back end. Kind of made you thirsty, you know, because it was so bitter. You wanted to fill that void with more of the fruit. This is certainly more balanced. It's very subtle for me though. I'm getting almost all juice. I think what happens a lot with these brewers is that when you have these really juicy beers, they dry hop that Galaxy at the end just to give it some bitterness, because otherwise it'd be drinking Sunny Delight or Five Alive, whatever it is. So,
but it doesn't feel like an afterthought at all.
No.
Very well done.
Wow, it doesn't linger for me.
It doesn't linger much. I think it lingers more than some of the other juice projects. This one is a little bit more bitter than some of the other juice projects for me, at least.
Funny.
And I think that's the Galaxy.
Yeah. It's funny though, it's not hitting me as too bitter.
Citra to me, it's one of my favorites, so I didn't know how to feel on this one. I feel like Citra for me is one of my favorites. Galaxy, not as high up for me generally.
See, for me, the Galaxy hops, at least when they're dry hopped, always taste like an afterthought to me. It's almost like a, hey, we need to get this more bitter than it's coming out.
Yeah.
Let's throw a whole bunch more in. The least that's always jumps out to me. I agree with you on the Citra. It's fantastic. It's bright. It's a nice bright taste to it.
Yeah.
But that's why for me, I'm not getting that much bitterness, but the bitterness I do get is all that dry hop Galaxy.
Very good. So. Not a lot of head on this. Decent lacing on the glass, but not like you get from a stout or anything like that. Very well rounded, thick mouthfeel.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah,
pillowy mouthfeel.
Yes, the Treehouse does the mouthfeel better than anybody, I would say. The one thing I will say, and this is it's tough because you can always fall into the trap with the New England style IPAs when you're describing the fruit. Everyone, I feel like, says the same things, right?
Yeah.
Kind of is like OJ, pineapple. You have strong pineapple and passion fruit.
To me, it's almost like an orange rind, though, more so than the other ones.
I get a little bit of that grapefruit bitterness, that rindiness. Yep.
Overall, very good though. These go for about $5 a pop when you get them sold in the 4-pack.
Right. What they've done in the past, Treehouse, they used to have some other experimental type beers that when they hit upon one that was really good or was really popular, they would give it a proper name and it would transfer over to its main line. So maybe that's what they're aiming to do with some of these.
Yeah.
They've all been fantastic though,
They've all
honestly.
been great.
How can they decide?
Yeah. Put a comment down below if there's anything from Treehouse or any other local Massachusetts or, southern Vermont, southern New Hampshire brewery that you do want us to review. And as long as I can get the time to get out there, I will totally do it.
Can I read the can?
Go for it.
Here we go. Juice Project Citra and Galaxy. Utilizing our transformative Juice Project approach, Juice Project Citra plus Galaxy showcases this legendary pairing in an exciting and delicious new way. Featuring the most substantial dry hop of any Treehouse beer to date. Interesting. The overall hop volume is actually reduced in comparison to beers of smaller stature. The result is a staggeringly juicy with minimal bitterness and potent notes of overripe pineapple, juicy citrus, and sweet passion fruit. It is an unabashed juice bomb. Enjoy.
Delicious either way. Out of 10 on 3. What's your vote? What's your rating?
As far as Treehouse go, or all IPA?
Overall, just as far as a beer goes.
No, Treehouse has a different scale.
1, 2, 3, 7. Okay.
That's safe. It's a safe number.
No, but I mean, honestly, it is not my favorite Treehouse to date, but it's very good. Having said that, I feel like Treehouse, to me at least, is like from 6 to 10. Like, I don't know many other beers that I personally put up there.
Can you think of a
So having
5?
said that, if Treehouse wasn't around, this would, how do I say this? This would be like a 10 compared to everything else. So like, I really do like a lot of the microbrew stuff. What they're doing now is just, you couldn't find beers like this 8 years ago.
Right. No, we're spoiled out here, certainly. And I think a lot of it for me, it's not my favorite Treehouse. It's still very, very...
Yeah,
Thanks, Stella.
Somebody just wants to play soccer. Thanks for knocking over the beat can, buddy. Good luck setting that one back up where it was.
Kill it.
I know.
So yeah, I think for me on this one, I'm judging it a little actually in a positive light because I just had another Citra and Galaxy IPA, New England style IPA, that was good.
Yep.
But it was probably a solid 4 or 5 on my scale. So this to me, I was expecting, I guess, more like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's smoother than I would have anticipated. So
yeah.
Very
So I can't complain. I highly recommend if you can get your hands on this, you will not be disappointed. I guess it's time to kind of wrap this one up and move on to those wings sooner rather than later. Put any comments down below for beers you want us to try and review, and we're happy to do so. And Della, stop digging in my shed. Cheers.
Cheers. The way this is going down, we might have to do another review in 5 minutes.
No kidding. All right. We'll see you guys in the next one.